there's a lot of great things about all the MCU films, and every MCU film, even the not so great ones, will have like a really good part in it at some point. Matt Damon's cameo in that one Thor movie where he plays an Asgardian actor playing Loki was absolutely hilarious. And then one of Hemsworth's brothers was playing Thor in the same play. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Well, we all know that Thor Ragnarok, or Thor Love and Thunder, I should say, is on the way. And a special shout out to Laura Howard for sending in a super chat badge in the live chat. Thanks for that, Laura. We know that there's Thor Love and Thunder coming. Well, now apparently, according to reports, Matt Damon is going to actually be in Thor Love and Thunder. Now, this comes to us. I'm reading this from the great movie news site Coming Soon. They write the following. As Thor Love and Thunder continues to prepare for the impending start of production, a local Australian newspaper brings word that Academy Award winner Matt Damon is reportedly joining the cast of Marvel Studios' highly anticipated fourth Thor film after he was recently seen arriving in Australia with his family. The 50-year-old actor previously had a cameo role in 2017's Thor Ragnarok as he portrayed the play version of Loki. Should this casting be confirmed by the studio, it's still unclear if Damon would be playing the same role or a much more important character. And again, him as Loki in that was absolutely killer. I completely love that. And a shout out to Glenmore Legister who sent in a super chat badge in the live chats. Thanks, Glenmore. Appreciate that, man. Okay, so there's a couple of options here. Well, first, let's deal with the big one and probably the most important one. The big one, of course, is he even in it? Now, a number of outlets are reporting that he is. He didn't just arrive there to be there, because you do have to keep in mind, Matt Damon is actually buddies with the Hemsworth brothers. They do a lot of stuff together, and he's actually that's how they got him in the whole cameo thing in the one Thor movie. So there's that. So maybe he's just visiting Australia. Maybe he's just going there on a family vacation. Maybe he's going there to visit his Hemsworth buddies. But it is being reported that he's going to be there. So let's go on the assumption for a second. Let's assume just for a moment, for the sake of the discussion, that he's actually going to be in the movie. So then the big question comes up. Will it be just another quick little cute cameo, again, like he did in Thor 2, which was absolutely great? Or will it actually be a real role? Will he be playing a different character in a real role? My first gut instinct is that it's just going to be a quick cameo. All right. That's my first reaction, is that this is probably going to be a quick cameo. But I'll tell you the main argument against a quick cameo. If I understand it right now, Australia has similar rules that Canada has. Again, I might be wrong about this, and you guys can fact check me on this. I would appreciate it. But I think Australia has similar rules that Canada has right now. You see, the reason I can't go back and visit Canada right now, and I couldn't go back and visit my family at Christmas time, was because Canada has a rule right now. If you enter the country, you're not allowed to leave, and you have to go into isolation for a minimum of 2 weeks. And then after your isolation, you're free to leave, or you can go around the country. But when you enter the country, you have to go into isolation. You have to go into lockdown for 2 weeks. And so that's why I couldn't go home and visit my parents, because I didn't have 2 full weeks that I could spend in Canada to do that. It's also the reason I couldn't go down and attend I'm not going to get emotional. It's the reason I couldn't go to my grandfather's funeral a couple of months back, because if I had gone for my grandfather's funeral, I couldn't have even gone to the funeral. I would have gotten in Canada. I would have been forced to go directly into lockdown, and I wouldn't have been able to go to the funeral home. So I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway. But if I understand it properly, Australia, I believe, has the same rule, if I'm not mistaken, that you have to go into 2 weeks of quarantine. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because would Matt Damon fly all the way to Australia, go into a 2-week quarantine just to do a quick 30-second cameo like he did in a previous Thor movie? See, that's the thing. My initial guess is, it's probably for a quick cameo. He's buddies with the Hemsworths. Everybody got a big kick out of his previous cameo. It'd probably be a good, funny thing to have him come back and do it again. But the reality is, would he actually go through all that? First of all, a 14, 18-hour flight to Australia, then having to go into 2 weeks of quarantine, and just to shoot a one afternoon cameo, and then get on a plane, another 14, 18-hour flight back to the US. So I don't know. So to me, because of that, and again, I have no insider information, but because of that, I'm suspecting it's going to be for a bigger role. Maybe not like a huge role like Beta Ray Bill or some major character, but I think it's going to be more than a quick cameo. I don't know. Question is, what do you guys think about that? Do you think Matt Damon, number one, do you believe the reports that he's going to be in it? And if so, do you think it's just going to be a quick cameo like he did before? Is he going to kind of become like, I don't know, the next Stan Lee, that he's just going to pop up in little bits in MCU movies? Or do you think, like I'm suspecting, that it may be a little bit more of a significant role? What do you guys think? Jump down into the comments section below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, guys.